welcome back to the broadcast. Well, you know, it's easy to shop for women on Valentine's Day. Flowers, jewelry, candy, maybe teddy bears if you're, 12, but many women struggle with what to get for men on Valentine's Day. So local craft brewery Rar & Sons Brewing Company and local chocolate artisan Dude Sweet Chocolate have joined together for a thoughtful idea for the man in your life. Welcome, Craig from Rar & Sons. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Okay,
you got the good assignment this morning,
I know.
too, right?
I know. I thought I was going to be in the kitchen, and this is just beer and chocolate. Who's going to complain about that, right?
And it's not just for men, too. My wife, these are probably her 3 favorite beers we make, so...
I really like it.
Just for the beer lover, really.
Yeah, I like the idea of pairing beer with chocolate. You know, we do wine with so many things. I kind of love that beer is getting a fair shake now.
Yeah, and people don't realize how complex it is. So, yeah, we'll go through everything.
Okay,
and,
where do you want to start?
Well, we'll start over here.
Okay.
Kind of start lightest to darkest. So even though all these beers are black in color, that doesn't necessarily mean they're dark. So this is Ugly Pug. This is a German-style Schwarzbier black lager. It's only 5% alcohol, so it's not a big, heavy beer like people think when they're looking at it. So it finishes really clean. It'll be a really nice palate cleanser for this.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's not as heavy as you would think it is.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting flavor, though.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to taste it with this kind of chocolate. And what kind of chocolate is this?
It has actually Scotch whiskey in it. It's Lefroy truffle.
Right on.
So those really heavy flavors actually get kind of mellowed out once you try the beer.
Oh wow, that is very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a lot like wine with cheese. It really kind of brings out the flavor of the beer.
Yep.
Okay, what's our next one?
All right, so this beer, it's Iron Thistle. This is kind of what has gotten us really well known in the past couple of years. It's our, oh, excuse me.
Chocolate. See what happens?
Beer, right. What time is it? But yeah, this, we won at the Great American Beer Festival, silver medal 2 years ago. It's a Scotch ale. It's very style. Not really hoppy, very malty, very malt forward, and it's paired with
Why is it called a Scotch ale?
A Scotch ale. Just, that's where the style originated, Scotland, and it just really gives a really nice, big malt forward, not a lot of hops. A little bit of sweetness, but still finishes clean.
Yeah, like a deeper flavor than this one.
Right.
Interesting, though, like you said, that they're all dark in color.
Right, all dark in color.
It shows you what I don't know about beer, because I would think dark in color meant like a very heavy, heavy beer.
That's just from how the grains are roasted. Heavier beers would probably have a lot more malt, giving a lot more alcohol, but if you just give a little bit of that roasted malt, you get that really nice dark character in the color and the flavor, but not so overpowering that it's just too much. So, but it's paired with, it's paired with Flower Child truffle. Has a little bit of orange in it.
Flower Child, okay.
A little bit of orange sweetness. So the maltiness from the beer just pairs really well. There's 3 things that you want to do when you're pairing beer and food. You either want to complement, compete flavors, or just have a palate cleanser like this. So this is one where it's very complementing flavors.
Very nice. Yeah. You have to taste it too. Like you've never
right?
tasted that before?
Oh man, it's good again.
Okay, what's our last one here?
All right, so this is Snowmageddon. So this is a seasonal release I was talking about with the Iron and Thistle. So this is out a few months out of the year, but this is a very limited release, just once a year.
You called it Snowmageddon?
Yeah, it's Snowmageddon.
I love it.
The roof actually came down a few years back at Rar, thankfully before I started working there. But the roof came down in the middle of the night, and
much so like Cowboy Stadium?
The roof came down in the middle of the night, so when they walked in the next morning, they thought the place was done. They thought it was over. It was actually national news. When I heard about it, I thought the brewery was gone. But the brewery had a resurgence, and the next year they made this beer about the same time
let's
that the roof
taste this
came
one.
down. So this just got released a couple days ago.
I like this one. This tastes like how you would expect it to taste from the color.
Yeah,
it's very heavy.
And it's an oatmeal stout. So that oatmeal gives it that rich texture. You get that a lot in the chocolate that we paired it with.
What's the alcohol content in the other ones? Are they all about the same?
Ugly Pug is 5. Iron Thistle is going to run about 8, and this one's going to run 9, 9.5. That's
a shocker that I like this one the best. And what did you pair it with?
We pair this with the Hanoi Fudge. It's a chocolate fudge. So it's really cool. Kind of go back and forth between the beer and the chocolate. And sometimes the beer enhances the chocolate, and sometimes the other way around, where the chocolate really enhances the beer. So kind of keep going back and forth. And the mouthfeels are very similar too.
They're very good, very, very smooth. And I'm not a huge beer fan, and they're all delicious.
You know,
I like them a
every
lot.
time I run into somebody that says that, I give them a few beers that I think they would like, and they're like, "Wow, I do like beer."
I do like beer.
There you go.
You just have to know what to order, right?
Yep.
Okay, so can we go to Dude Sweet Chocolate Order and order these pairings?
These pairings, I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
I know you can get our beer at Central Market, Whole Foods, and pretty much anywhere else that sells good beer. And the fudge is at Dude Sweet Chocolate in Oak Cliff, and they have a Fort Worth store too.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I think you can just go get the beer, and then you can go to Dude Sweet Chocolate, put together your own pairings, and really impress your man. So to get more delicious details on these unique pairings, just head to our website, thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links, and maybe you can watch this segment again and maybe write down, take some notes of what the pairings were. Good stuff. Coming up next, it's scrumptious recipes that can help add that romantic touch to your Valentine's Day dinner. Chef Jolie has delicious recipe ideas when the broadcast returns. Stay with us.